Welcome everyone. So Sammy's in the background, but you're not going to be posted anywhere. We just use this for training purposes.
We'll actually be on the billboard in Times Square.
Yeah, there you go.
When you leave work.
There you go. But we want to thank you all for being here.
Oh my God, this is
some
so
of you
awesome.
have been here for workshops before, some haven't. This is part of our spinal workshop series, which we have on Tuesday evenings at 6:30 to 7. This one will go a few minutes after 7. This is one of my favorite spinal workshops because it's called Touched by a Miracle, and it's really a workshop for you, for all of us as patients and as people that have had our spines adjusted, to share just what our experience has been in chiropractic, and it's just our gift to thank you for being here, for being in our world, and just what the hope is and what the possibility is that what chiropractic can help for in your life, in your health, and for your family. So we're really going to leave it up to you. And we're going to talk, but you don't have to talk if you don't want to. And we just want to acknowledge you and thank you for being
It's
here.
really just about giving you an opportunity to share a moment or two of your experience of chiropractic. You know, as most of you know, when you were invited to attend, it was really about, well, you know, there's so many, you know, you go to the hospital and every other office space is, you know, has some disease of the month club that, you know, I survived this and I had that disease and I had this ailment. But whoever has an opportunity to really share how they've done well with something, in this case it happens to be chiropractic, but that has helped them improve something they do in their lives. And that's really what the workshop is about. So have any of you been to this particular workshop before? No? Anyone? No? Oh, so it's awesome.
Exciting.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
So we could start by
So-
calling on someone.
Right. So you have a choice.
Cool.
Here,
Raise your
this,
hand.
you know, right.
Exactly.
So, you know, so we always say you have a choice. We would love to have everybody just briefly give a share of how long have they been under care, whether here or elsewhere, or did you come from another chiropractor here, or did you, you know, not, you know, is this your first chiropractic experience? And what have you noticed? What change, if any, has it made in a positive way? You know, that you came and or your family. You know, it's interesting that everyone here is with family.
Right.
So we must be doing something right after 33 years. That it empowered you, or we were able to empower you enough and support you enough into seeing that, well, you know what, maybe it might be something that would be good, you know, that I could just, how about even just getting adjusted for the sake of getting adjusted? What a concept, you know, as opposed to, well, I have to go because I get a backache, or I have to go because I have heartburn, or I have to go because of sciatica or something like that. So, anybody want to volunteer what their experience was and such? I'll shut up.
I'll go first.
All right.
I'm here as a patient tonight. I'm not an employee this evening.
And employees that are come to a spinal workshop.
We don't have employees, we only have team
We
members.
have both sides
Oh,
of the
sorry. I'm a team.
Yeah,
I'm not here as a team member. I'm here as a patient. I came about 6 years ago. I actually came with my daughter. Actually, she was the patient. She hurt her ankle, hurt her knee, whatever, in soccer. She's a big sports person. And her friend had been getting adjusted since birth. A friend of hers, same exact age. So she said, oh, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. So finally I took her to the chiropractor, and this is where we landed. And of course, she was doing well and feeling better, and every time, why don't you get adjusted, why don't you get adjusted? So, okay, I did. It's been 6 years. I used to get out of bed like I was 90 years old because the lower back pain, sciatica, whatever. Now I can jump out of bed, which is great. And I also noticed, and only figured this out recently, that I haven't really been sick in 6 years. I used to get, knock wood, all right, I used to get everything. Haven't really even had a cold, and I was not feeling well, a couple weeks ago, got an adjustment right away, taking my emergency, whatever. Haven't gotten sick. So it's been
But wait a minute,
wonderful for me.
You've seen it, Rite Aid and CVS, it is the flu and cold season.
They come out of the pharmacy and they're like, do you want a flu shot? No, I don't. They do, they attack you.
Yeah.
So, that's great.
Maria,
That's
when
great.
your daughter came first,
Yes.
so didn't she have a ankle was bothering her,
Foot, ankle,
on a
knee,
sport
yeah,
injury, yeah.
yes.
But then it took you a while to get under care,
little bit,
remember? Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, and then, you know, sometimes I think we just think that we're okay, which we are. We just don't know
We
what else
are.
there is, you know, as you just said, and then there was, the back was better, and then you realize, wow, I didn't get a cold anymore, so, yeah.
Yes, so it's
amazing,
been wonderful.
yeah. And now Maria is a team
Great.
member, so we want to not
Right.
ignore that fact.
So you see,
She's
so you
an
go from being a
amazing team
patient-
member. Yeah.
Long enough, we'll hire you.
Yeah. Well, Stephanie's next on the list, right? Every time she's here, I tell her she's gonna work for me.
That's right.
She was Dr. Kathy for Halloween. Sort of. Josephina, tell your story.
Okay,
And because you have a lot of family in and out of here
Right.
too, right?
so
How you
I
started.
started coming here because of my mom. She has allergies, she has asthma, she has back pain. And I brought her here because a lot of friends, they told me, come here, this is a good chiropractor. Now, I never believed in chiropractors, to be honest, until I find them. I find you guys. My mom came here and she got adjusted for, I don't remember how long now. She feels great. She doesn't have any pain, allergies. She had allergies like spring, summer, winter, all year long. After coming here, no allergies. Like magic. So, and like I said, I would never believed in chiropractic before. To me also to get adjusted, it took me a little while. I was like, oh, should I? Because I thought I was okay. But then I tried it, now I'm here. I told my husband, I said, I think she wants me to be quiet. I told my husband about it. And I think I told you, my husband doubted.
Yeah,
He was like,
no.
not sure. He tried it. There he
And
is.
Remember, Smack was
Wow,
really
where have we
good.
heard that one
I think he
before?
started, he was like, I'm not sure, and then all of a sudden he's like,
Exactly,
oh,
yes.
that's it. And then not long, pretty soon right away.
I forgot
Stephanie.
how old Stephanie was when she got adjusted the first time. I
Was
forgot.
that when your mom
Like
started?
1 and a
One and a
half?
half, I'm thinking.
Yeah, now
How old
she's
is
2 and a
Stephanie?
half.
And
Yeah.
also your mom brought your other sister,
My
two
sister, my
sisters and then other
nephew,
patients.
yeah.
Her nephews would come, her mother watches her nephews, and her little nephew Josh, she was scared to death, and her mother just didn't care. She would, he's the cutest little kid, she'd pick him up and lay him face down.
And oh, she'd hold him down. Okay,
And in
adjust.
Spanish, she would say, you just stay there. And now the kid jumps on the table.
Yeah.
And now it's like, this is the first one on the table.
Yes.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
So here's another point that I would just want to mention. My husband has sciatica. And the day that he came from the hospital, because the pain was horrible, horrible. I never saw my husband with that face, like suffering. Never saw him before. So we ran to the hospital, didn't know what was wrong. He wasn't able to walk. So they told us, take physical therapy, blah, blah, blah.
And
We
drugs.
doubted. We said the first place that we should go, Dr. Kathy and Dr. Jack. So we came right away the next day. No kidding. He was walking straight. I was very surprised. I was scared, you know. It's my husband. It's,
You'd already been here, so
Yes.
you knew, yeah.
so I was so afraid because he wasn't able to walk. He was like bending himself to walk. He came here, he got adjusted, he left walking straight. I was very amazed. Since that day, my husband and I, we promised come here every day. If we cannot make it every day, at least two days a week.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So I
And
just want to
Stephanie,
thank them.
too.
Yes,
Well,
thank
we
you
thank
guys.
you, your
Yeah.
family is amazing. We love you guys. Emiliano's agreed with all of it, right? She said, yeah, that was great. So she comes first with Stephanie, and she hasn't seen her dad all day, and then he walks in, and she's all excited.
Yeah.
right?
All right.
There's some other families here.
Any other similar stories?
The Matusic family.
Then it's also
Family.
who came in a different way, right?
Yep, so I've been coming here for like 11 months. And the way I got here was I got a call from your office saying you guys are giving free x-rays and like a free consultation.
Evaluation, yeah.
So when I got that call, I said, why not, right? So I have a little bit of scoliosis and I was always in back pain. Especially since I started working, I'm sitting at the computer, you know, like
Tell them
this
your
with
job.
the mouse. I slouch all the time, so I was always in back pain, and to the point where, to me, that was normal. Like I would wake up in the morning, I was always going like this. He was always giving me massages, putting the
No
heating
more.
pad.
Thank you.
So, you know, putting the heating pad and everything. And to me, like, I lived like that for years. And I'm like, this is normal because of my job. So when I got the call, I said, you know what, let me just go and see what they say. And I was like you. I didn't believe in chiropractors. What does that do? You know, and I
quackery.
have to say that I am pain-free. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, this is great, like, it's amazing. If I knew this, like, all those years ago, I mean, I would have gone the whole time, so.
Well, we
Glad you
saved
don't
your
have to go
daughter
through
from
that.
having to go through that, right?
Exactly, so when I came, I brought him because he had fallen, when was it, like a year before
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and he hurt his back, so I said, let's just go see
But
what he says.
Did he not sit on the bench right next to you? And I remember like it was yesterday. And I asked you, remember what I asked you?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he's like that at home too. What'd you say, honey? I think I asked you, so how you doing? And what was his answer? Oh, I'm fine. And I said, well, how about, could we just check you? And he said, okay. And we did,
Yeah.
and we found a couple things.
Found a couple of things.
Couple areas subluxated.
Yeah.
And what have you noticed since?
It looks like everything is correct in now. I'm not planning to take a flu shot this year, I decided. No flu shots for me.
Yay!
So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know next year.
Well, but remember, and
Yeah.
you know, when people discuss it, and it's an interesting point you brought up, and I'll just touch on it briefly. If your immune system is strong, are you apt to get the flu? What would you think? If your
No.
immune system is strong and
Then you
up where it
shouldn't
should
get
be,
You shouldn't get it.
you should be fine.
Right.
And even if you got it, would it be as severe as if your immune system was compromised? No, of course not. So it's not about that when people get adjusted that they may never get the flu, any more than if people get adjusted they may never have sciatica, or if people get adjusted they may never have neck pain. But if your body is operating and functioning at a higher level, which is what the purpose of the adjustment is about allowing your body what do I always say? Have I ever not said it's always about simply better adaptability to what we do to ourselves physically, chemically, mentally, emotionally? And if your body is operating at a higher level, well, you benefit from the difference. But we also, and that's why we have the workshops, have to work to teach everyone how to better care for themselves and how to pay attention to what our bodies are telling us. Because we can adjust you all and send you on out. But if you're not out there thinking from time to time what you're doing to yourselves, don't we sometimes get ourselves in trouble? Physically, chemically, mentally, emotionally? But by being here at workshops for that brief 30 minutes, whether it's on our sleep, whether it's how to eat better, whether it's how to exercise better, whether it's how to even meditate, or Dr. Kathy's special chair yoga class for better movement, it's simply about when you leave here, you have one more tool in your toolbox of health to think about. Again, whether you do something or not is almost a moot point. But at least you have the tools, something to think about, and then you can make at least an educated choice. Should you do this or not, or do this or not? So, Thank you.
Ariana,
Thank you.
I'm not gonna put you on the spot.
Thank you.
Okay.
But can you just, because you're a huge athlete, so her mom brought her in, and I remember you were like, oh, why do I have to do this, right? But pretty much just in general, how do you feel after you get adjusted, and do you feel it helps your game and your sport?
Well,
Any
it
thoughts?
pretty much does, yeah. After I get adjusted, like at first I don't really feel anything, but when I'm actually like active and I play my sports, I think it's like when that's like it's really effective, and I actually really like feel better afterward. So
And maybe.
It doesn't take quite the toll on you.
yeah,
Right, and then maybe if it's been a few days since you got adjusted, you probably know the difference, right?
yeah,
I mean, I think it
Awesome.
makes sense to most of us, any major athlete, you want your spine lined up, you wanna be at your optimal potential, because clearly you take a lot of stress on the body, right? Yeah, so great, but we love having you here, so, thank you. Future chiropractors, yeah. Okay, I can put that information in.
And Dan doesn't even have to leave the house.
Yeah.
Take one home.
All right, it's the Thomas family. What are we're missing like 5 of us, but this is a family of like 6 kids, they're all under care, almost all.
No, we're working.
I know,
we're working
I
on it.
know.
It's
It's
a work
the
in
men in the
progress.
family that, yeah, all the girls are here.
Blair hasn't come yet, and
Those
Renee
guys.
hasn't come yet.
Oh, I'm still missing,
Two of the girls haven't been. Yeah, still, yeah, we only have 4 of us.
I have 4 of them.
Five
Yeah.
of us. Anyway, I, for years, we got very, very close friends that were chiropractor. The husband was a chiropractor, Arnie Tal.
Oh, yeah, right, I
yes,
remember
yes.
that.
So, we were very, very close with them.
Oh.
Arnie had passed,
Right.
but Aggie and Arnie have 3 children, and their children never were vaccinated. And I had no problem with that, because I tried to figure out how I could not have my kids vaccinated, because I was so terrified of
And
them
they
at
probably
the
took
time.
no antibiotics. and
Yeah,
everything.
he just adjusted when they were sick, and I was like, okay, whatever. You're nice people, but that's just crazy.
That's crazy
That's
talk.
crazy talk. But we were always very conscious about that. Raising our kids, we did not go to the doctor right away. My daughter was very upset, not even get very upset with me. You don't even care about me, you don't take me to the doctor. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we
No,
tried
that's
to build
why I
immune
care
system.
about
I
you.
did research, I did things like
Yeah.
that, but the chiropractic thing, I just didn't buy. Like, I thought that's just, why would you crack something? It just makes no sense, I
So you get the
I couldn't,
connection,
yeah, I
yeah,
couldn't put
yeah.
it together in my
More
mind.
quackery.
So, I guess fast forward many, many years, and Tanya, she's my 4th child, she gets very bad headaches. She's been getting them for years, and she's only 23, right?
How
Anyway,
many
so,
kids do you have?
yeah,
Jen?
7.
7, all right, so we have, we can give her a
Give me-
break.
give me
Yeah, she lucky remembers an age. Lucky she remembers names.
They keep changing every year. They have a new age. Anyway, but so she was, and we have tried. We have gone to doctors. She was with a neurologist, and after months and months and months of being with this neurologist, she finally conceded to get Botox in her head, which she was so against. She's very against taking medication. And she really was trying to find the most natural. We've been to nutritionists. We've been all kinds of things. And between my sister-in-law and myself, we said, well, why don't you try chiropractic? Why don't you just try it? I mean, at least it's not medicine and it's not that. So she was the impetus for us to come here. Now, I had met you guys through another patient, and I had done that.
Yeah,
Your
one of our
opening.
events,
Your
yeah,
opening.
right.
grand opening, and Janet was
Yeah.
here doing
It was
Avon.
doing- Yeah, so
So
I had
fun.
met them, and then, so when we said that, my sister-in-law is anyway, there's all kinds of connections.
Yeah.
We were always supposed to connect, always. So
It's in the name.
we came, and,
Tanya first, I think.
Tanya was the
Yeah.
first one, and she did her exam, and they found what they found, and she hasn't relieved her headaches yet, but that's okay, we haven't even been here a year,
Right.
I don't even know how many months
And
it's
she
been, but-
loves getting adjusted,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she's still getting
yeah,
headaches,
yeah.
and yet other things, and we just
Yeah.
know that we're on the right path.
Yeah, we are on
so,
the right
yeah.
path. So then my other daughter, Shelby, who has always had, all of my girls, mixed company, but whatever, but they're very endowed. So they all have had back problems. Like they develop very young, and so I think part of it is that. So Shelby right away, she has all kinds of back problems, so she started coming. And then I gave in. I said, you know what? Maybe there's something to this. Let me get evaluated. So I got evaluated. I've been here, and I've held my appointments, and I I had to stop for a little while because of an insurance issue, but I came right back, and that was the most interesting part. Most interesting part is that I was getting adjusted, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll give this some more time, when, I think I'm doing whatever. I had to stop for about a month. That's when I noticed it was working. I started to feel all the aches and pains and all the things that I wasn't.
saying 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
I was out for 2 months.
You were out for 2 months.
Oh, wow, felt like hell.
Yeah. So, but I noticed it like almost right away, and I was like, okay, I can't wait for this insurance issue to get settled so I can go back. And since I've gone back, I'm not quite where I was before I left, but I can tell that there's a difference. And I will not stop. I will keep going.
It's
Anyway,
amazing.
and then
Sometimes
my-
we
this is
need
my
those
daughter, Brooke.
reminders, yeah. And
So
Brooke, you were
Brooke and
maybe the
who
second
else?
one.
And Tess, my youngest, is
Yeah.
here too with us.
Yeah. It's quiet.
Oh, I don't know, it's interesting. I always wanted to come to the chiropractor. I had friends, like, when I was younger that did it, and I always wanted to, because, like you said, we always had back problems here and there, so, I always wanted to, and so.
Since we were doing it, and
I know, everybody was doing it.
just jumped on the bandwagon. She didn't really want to,
You were
but
one
she
of the
jumped.
early ones
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah, I think the
that.
first thing I came to was that picnic that you guys did in the park.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
I think I got, that was the first time I got a
Oh, my
picnic. And then,
Those were amazing.
And if you don't mind me sharing, you had like some stomach issues too,
yes,
if I remember
yes,
correctly.
I have
Yeah.
celiac disease, but, I've always had lots of like weird stomach and digestive issues and stuff, and
I remember I was palpating it before I even knew that, and I said, oh, digestive area, I
Yeah.
remember every part of the spine.
yes,
And
exactly.
again, not that we're curing those things, but allowing the body to
Yeah.
have the most potential possible to deal with whatever it is that is going
Absolutely.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so great.
So we're just working on those last few.
The last few
We're
syllables.
still tweaking,
yeah.
still tweaking.
Brooke, do you notice that your energy has changed at all?
Yeah,
Your energy
definitely.
level,
I
yeah.
definitely think that it's changing my energy level, and even the stomach things, like obviously cracking my back doesn't necessarily fix it, but like you said, the fact that my body can now focus more on that, it
Mhm.
definitely seems like it's helping that.
Yeah, and you don't need so much energy to get through the day or to
Yeah.
get through whatever is
No,
going on.
absolutely, yeah.
That's great. All right, Miss Julia, you don't get adjusted yet, right, honey? But you've been here every day with Mom, observing a lot, right? Yeah. That's
No,
okay.
not really.
Yeah, we can check
Everybody
it out.
smiles when they get off
I
the table,
know.
right?
And Miss Jean, I think you're like our newest or our most current
Yes,
patient.
I
You just
just
had your
started.
first re-exam, so 10
Yay.
visits. I just told her that. Your patients like her, but you're like her. She has not missed one appointment, right, Sammy?
Correct.
That's a
And just drive her daughter with her because her husband is away a lot. And you live where?
In Japan.
New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one morning I got up and I have like a numb arms, a whole thing. So I thought I have heart attack. And no, it just started numb on my legs too. And I don't believe in painkiller. So I went to massage. It's better.
Good choice.
Yeah.
And
Better
then when
than
he
painkiller.
pressed one of my spine, and then I feel like shoot. And I was like, this is wrong. This
Very
is
good.
spine.
That's not good.
And then I start to press over here, everything hurt. And my ears started to get ringing. And I just Google search who have a lot of star on the search. And I just keep reading. All right, give us a try. It must be my spine. So I just come and check up and then I get better. No more.
Numbness, that's awesome.
10
Wow.
visits, right?
How long have you, and
10
you've only been
visits.
here
She's at
10
10
visits.
visits. Yeah.
And I used to drive an hour and then my hand gets so numb. Now it's getting better. Just a little tiny bit a day.
Not bad
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Wow.
I think it's great that you had that instinct, you know, that oh, something else is wrong. Or,
I like to observe myself.
Yeah.
What happens.
right, because we easily could reach for a painkiller or something, right? It was the easy way out, but something inside you knew that there might be a better way.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't believe in surgery too because I have carpal tunnel syndrome like 10 years ago. Then I went to acupuncture and it's gone, completely gone. Because my husband is a musician. I asked all his friends who has carpal tunnel syndrome, who got surgery, and it came back.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't
Well, they never
fix.
left.
No,
They
it
just,
came back.
again, it's just another medical approach
Yeah.
to a
Unless
symptom,
Yeah.
you know, and that's not uncommon. But again, you know, as each of you have shared, it's really about kind of listening to what we in chiropractic refer to, you may have heard us use the term, your body's innate or your inborn intelligence. That's the intelligence that keeps you breathing and, and your heart beating and you're not thinking about it. But most of us, as we get older, away from childhood, we lose touch with listening to what our bodies say. But it's interesting because when we do have folks who come from Europe, Asia, wherever, most of you were raised not to just pop a pill. But as soon as someone hits the shores of America, it's pharmaceutical land. You think it's candy land. Because it's like every ad you see, by the time this young lady is going to be 16 years old, she will have seen over 500,000 drug commercials. 500,000 drug commercials. And it's always relying on outside in. It's outside in. Pills, shots, lotions, potions, rather than realize that the body has an inborn, innate ability to heal. And we talk about that all the time. That's one of the reasons why we do the Adjustatorium, so that people can learn and share with one another as far as, how come you're here? You did, what happened? Did you bring your baby here? Why did you bring your baby here? I didn't know. Does he have a bad back? And people actually learn that, no, it's about, if we can improve the quality of her neural spinal integrity at this age, guess what? She's not going to go through all of the stuff that many of us have gone through as adults and our parents and or grandparents. So that's really where it's at, It's not just about a crick, a backache, or a strain. It's like, well, I don't know if I feel anything. Good! We don't want you to feel anything. We want you just to be able to express your life and do what you want to do. I don't care if it's, skydiving or kickboxing or soccer or whatever, And that's really the key, and that's what we lose sight of because, we're so used to going to a medical doctor and having a symptom and told that, oh, okay, the symptom's done. Oh, well, then I'm cured. I don't need to do anything else for my life until it comes back again. And of course, it always comes back again. The only problem is, as we age, it comes back with more of a vengeance, and our bodies do not resolve it as quickly, And we know some family members where that has happened. So, we only want the best for everyone. People say, well, what do they want from me? Well, we don't want anything for you. We want everything for you. We want nothing from you. We just want you to live a life that's free of subluxation so that you can enjoy your families, and not be dragging a leg behind you, or whatever, so like that.
Sammy, did you want to say anything?
No, I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine. Well,
But before we wrap up, I want to introduce to those of you who don't know our newest team member. This is Chris. Been
Hi.
with us, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3
3
weeks.
weeks,
So
yeah.
she's working with us in the Adjustatorium. She's catching on so quickly, and I think loves getting adjusted. And if I'm correct, she's bringing her little son in tomorrow. Is there anything that you want to say, Chris? Not
Sure.
put you on the
Yeah,
spot, but-
it's actually kind of funny because I grew up where my dad's friend was a chiropractor and I've gotten adjusted when I was younger. But I really, not because I work here, I'm very honest, this is a very different atmosphere. I'm sure everybody can see that. And if you haven't experienced this atmosphere, nobody would believe you. It's like that. When I started working here and I went to the last workshop we had, I took a lot out of it. I feel like not only getting adjusted helps me, and I was sick as a dog yesterday, so like we say, doesn't mean we're going to be healthy all the time, but it's given me a chance to step back and take a look at maybe the way I've been doing things throughout my life. I could try something else, and maybe there's a better way to do it, because my whole life, if there was anything wrong, we were at the doctor, always. And I'm sitting here listening to everybody's story, and I remember my dad has another friend who's a medical doctor, and last time I was lifting weights, I pulled my back and I called him and he's like, just come in so I can write you a script for Percocet. Like, didn't look at it, didn't x-ray, nothing. So I think that, and same